564 anan ko 0725 429 189 0725 429 189.
Otokotin in Benways Electronics ak House Deco. Kimiten Mulot Sunset. Ako kiyoto kong'eten Jumatatu akoi Saturday. Kong'eten saa 2 nebo subui akoi saa 2 nebo lang'at. Otokotin tugul.
Aasai TV, ketesiet neituitos bororiet.
Atni kamangunet chitab kolenjin ale imiten en chametabge kakoita sait tisab notok nebo bet ak cheisubu ko logoiywekab emet chotok chebo Aasai TV. Kakotoige rasmi tetutik chebo kibesho factories chebo chaik notok nebo Litein ak Chelal ole kaketoi board newendi koteleljin kakwautiet notok bo kibesho factory nebo Litein ak Chelal missing ko Kushikong anan ak missing ko Kushikong kamaretab komosta nepchege factories ichotok. Kabinet kasarta nekatuiyo directors chebo KTDA ak kiboitinikab chaik nekoindochi ofisaek kobun boardit nebo boror nebo KTDA kobun factories chotok chebo Litein ole kaboisien boronotok directors bichotok koesio logoiwek chotok chebendote en oret notok nebo musoknotet chekimwoitoen kole tam koboisien malik chechang en banganetab tuiyosiek ole kanerikyi ichek alak en kandoikab bolotet chekamwa kole kokochutyi serikalit anan sektaitab chaik ak ng'alaletab bolotet.
Struggling up there, working with my colleagues to ensure that we get market for our teeth. And it is very possible. We are very committed. We are also developing policies that will ensure that our factories operate optimally to ensure the farmers also reap the benefits that they deserve from their sweat. But let us avoid politics. Politics that come to destroy and not to build the farmer. This is business, this is not politics. Let people not come and gain political mileage by talking about tea even when they don't understand the issues that touch on tea.
My name is Lona Koech. I'm a director, Litein Chelal Tea Factories. Today we had a meeting with our buying center committees to start on the process of separating the two factories, Litein and Chelal. We are very happy that today we were able to get a committee that will steer the delineation of boundaries, and that is actually the start of the process of separation. I just want to demystify some of the things that have been going around throughout the social media, that directors have been doing very many sittings in their factories. To be particular, they have said that we are doing around 165 sittings, which is very wrong. We would like to invite each and an interested party who thinks that we are doing those sittings to come to our factories and get the reality of what is happening. For example, as a Litein board, we've had 57 sittings in our factories since 2023. And That is 2 years. And if somebody is thinking that is a lie, anybody is welcome to our factory to come and get the real picture. So the issue that we are doing 165 meetings in a year is very wrong. And we want to urge the politicians who are spreading this malice that we know 2027 is near. Let us not use lies to our farmers, maybe to get them to, buy your cheap politics. The Tea Board of Kenya especially, who has been calling us for meetings, and they are the ones who are now saying they want to start auditing our factories. Yes, it's a welcome idea because we have nothing to hide. But we've been doing meetings with our farmers. We have rich meetings in our tea buying centers because that's where we meet our farmers. We do our meetings at the factory. So we only go to meetings in maybe the headquarters when we are called, when we have maybe meetings. The other time we were even in State House because we were called there. Tea Board of Kenya have been also calling meetings. So we wonder where these malicious politics are coming from. So please, we want to keep this business, we want to have this tea business to thrive as much as possible, and we want to keep politics away from our factories.
Today we were actually presiding over the election of committee members who are going to drive the process of separation of Litein Tea Factory and Chelal Tea Factory so that each factory can gain autonomy. The process started in December 2023 when the shareholders approved the separation of the two factories. We elected a representative from each zone. In Litein we have got 6 zones. So every zone has elected a representative to be in the committee. The committee has got members drawn from various stakeholders, the chairman being the county commissioner committee, and the report will be brought to the board for adoption.
There are different zones. We are happy that the exercise went on well, and this is something that we have been waiting for a long time since 2023, when we had demanded and asked for the separation of the two factories. On behalf of all the farmers who were present, I would want to say the exercise went on so nicely, without any problem, and everybody was happy, even in the presence of our DCC. So going way forward, next thing is now the issue of separation of the two factories, alienation. And we are now seeing some light at the end of the tunnel since that struggle from 2023. All of us behind me agreed and resolved that we are going to do a very fair exercise that is every other shareholder will be very happy about it.
Yegistange logoiwechuan ko kakitebsen minister en ministry nebo somanet Julius Migos Ogamba committee nebo somanet en bunge nebo boror akobo ole testoitotai tiemutikab boror chetesetai en nguni ak akobo kangelchinetab boisiet netesendai konetik chebo sukulisiekab barak.
Maybe related to that, since the school-based assessment has zero budget, how is the ICT infrastructure sufficiently to handle the SBA with the zero budget? How are you going to handle the school-based assessment? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Haro, Honorable Kisairo. Introduce yourself and ask your question, and then.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Kisairo Mbane, Member of Parliament, Kitutu Masaba. Chair, I think Honorable Haro has asked what I wanted to ask. Maybe I'll just put it differently. The deficit of 3.723 billion, if it doesn't come, what is the impact? In terms of which areas does it affect? And as Honorable Haro said, I think the meeting coming quite late, maybe the CS could have briefly told us the preparedness of the transitioning of grade 9 to grade 10.
Yes, as honorable members, I think maybe in my prologue in my early preliminaries, I did indicate to you that this meeting was supposed to happen a few weeks earlier. But you remember, members, we had to have a postponement, and we were supposed to do an oversight of 4 issues on what the schools that had been flagged on what do you call it? On audit. Remember this, what do you call it? The non-existent, the ghost schools. We had to do that, and that one was supposed to have done a bit earlier in October. Due to the problem we had as a country when we were mourning our former Prime Minister, we called off most of these meetings, and I remember there's a meeting we were supposed to do. So it's not a problem of the ministry, it's not a problem of this committee, it is a problem of the issues that came, which we could not avoid.
Maji kotietab ke nebo chamaisiek serikalitab anan serkalisiekab counties kolumda asanamu nebo Raila Odinga en kit nekamwa kole kiborchigei ine missing kobit serkalisiekab kaa kong'ololi komwan kota chamaisichotok Dr. Abusta Sumuli kole kiimuch koborchigei Raila Odinga kobit katiaknatet nekikowal itondo nebo emoni komwoe anan komwoe ng'alechu en kasarta nekomiten kokoito ng'oliotab mutyo en Obodo Farm.
Political parties is first to the Council of Governors. Let all the county heads unite and find a way to honor our hero, even if it means erecting statues of Raila Odinga, the father of devolution, a living symbol of service and sacrifice in all county headquarters. To remember that without him, devolution would not exist in Kenya today.
Our political parties, you said it all. You said it all. In fact, we can share, members of political parties will share your speech, since you had it written, we'll share it with the press and with other groups, and we are going to find it properly and put it among great speeches that we have this time. Thank you so much.
Ak in logoiywekab ko en kasarta netesetai kowendi barak matab bolotosiek missing en campaigns chetesetai en kot neking'oten ng'atutik nebo Malava ko kakomwa gavana nebo county nebo Trans Nzoia George Natembeya kole kura inotok bo Malava ko tokyingei missing kotyach bororietab Mulembe en bananda ak bolotosiek che makororon. Kong'ololi en Kabras komiten ak notok ne koituyogei en sikobit koborchigei akobo ng'echeret notok nebo membayatab kot neng'oten ng'atutik nebo kebeberata koboisien chamaitab DAP Kenya Seth Panyako kole magoi koywei ine serikali en borchinetab ke nebo konyor bororionotok kandoindet en neindochin emoni.
Ambaye naanza na Panyako ni kura ya kukomboa Muluya, kujikomboa kutoka kwenye minyororo ya umaskini na hii madharau ambayo tunaonyeshwa. Mpaka mtu anatoka hapa, mtu ambaye hana kazi, ambaye anajulikana, anakuja kusomea sisi kwa sababu ya umaskini. Ndio maskini unaambiwa chochote tu. Hii maneno tumekataa.
Natembea hako kwa chama ingine inaitwa DAP na Kalwala yuko hapo. Wewe unasikia uchungu kwa sababu walio wawili wameshikana ambao wako kwa chama moja. Mbona hausikii uchungu wakati President Ruto anashikana na Gideon Moi yako KANU, Ruto hako UDA, wote wanataka nyumba yao ya Kalenjin itembee kama kitu kimoja. Sasa mimi nikitaka kutembea na Natembeya na Eugene Wamalwa na Kirongo tuwe kitu kimoja, mnasema sisi ni wakabila.
Mimi nitahakikisha hii barabara kutoka hapa kambi ya Mwanza ipite hapa mpaka Ingabila, iende mpaka Lukume, iende mpaka Mtuma, irudi kwenda Samiti na ingine iende na Baholo. Tutahakikisha hii barabara imewekwa nini? Lami.
Koindochi sirindet en ministry nebo boisionik Shadrack Mwadime igorto nebo kikochi biik baronok chotok chebo komonut chebo somanet netinye tokyin nebo kokanapta kit neu sobet. Kakikichi baronokab komonut chebo kotar somanet nebo muswoknotetab kompyuta chebo fundisiek, teksosiek asikobit kotoret ichek baronok chotok konyorchigei boisionik.
We have a very youthful and dynamic population. So these young people have gone out of their way to gain these skills without going through any training institution. And I think it's the responsibility of government to certify the skills that they've been able to acquire. But not only for the international labor market, but also for our own local economy. Because as they get these certificates, their customers develop a lot of confidence in them, that they actually have the skills that they have acquired over time, and they can be able to give excellent services to their customers.
Kagenai kiprutoinik chotok chekoibet sobonwekwak en nyasutietab ndegeit en komostab Kwale. Sisit kobunu emetab Hungary, oeng kobunu emetab Germany, ak etindet kobunu emetab Kenya. Tugul koiku 12 anan 11. Kakon logoiwek kampunitab Mombasa Air Safaris akobo ndegeinotok nebo nambarit nege 5 YCCA nekongeten Diani akoi Kichwa Tembo en Masai Mara. Logoiwek tugul koibwech Kipkorir Mutai.
Kosubkei ak kampunitab ndegeinik nebo Mombasa Air Safaris kamwa kole kobit nyasutyonoton en saisiek 11 ak beberiat nebo asubuhi kotokyingei komostab Kichwa Tembo olemi mbugetab tiong'ik nebo Masai Mara. Tesetai kipng'omutik kocheng'e kiy age tugul nekoityi kobit nyasutyonoton nekobar biik 11. Kibwotyin kele ropta ak itondab emet nemakararan nekoityi kobit nyasutyonoton. Niton ko nyasutiet nebo aeng nekorom kong'eten kenyitab 2006 en komostab Marsabit ole kibar biik 14 koboto Bonaya Godana ak nebo kenyit konye nekibeten sobet General Francis Ogola en Elgeyo Marakwet. Logoiywekab emet chebo Aasai TV, kainanyun ko Kipkorir Mutai.
Kakomache president nebo kibagengeitab ogiliek en emoni Faith Odhiambo konyor imanda kipsomaniat agenge nebo kenyisiek 17 nekinyalil ofisaekab polis en komosta nebo Naro Sura kot neng'oten ng'atutik nebo Narok South en kit notok nekikiityi ne chorset. Kong'ololjin sirikab logoiwek en sipitali kasarta nekarutechi kipsomaniat notok komwa Faith kole kerekong ine yautichotok en kit nekamwa kole nyolu kisib ng'atutik chebo keker kele kanyor imanda familia nebo lakwanotok.
Society, we condemn that with the strongest terms. The constitution that we have today ensures and envisages that we have the right of innocence, right to a free and fair trial, irrespective of the fact that he may or may not have committed a criminal offense. He ought to be tried in a fair process, that he's able to plead his case without any duress, and that he's able to get representation for his case. He was still a minor, he had not turned 18 by the time he was presented to court, by the time he pleaded, and we do not understand even the circumstances in which it could not even be seen or questioned how he could not walk properly when he was presented in court. And so we condemn that as well in the strongest terms, because when we turn a blind eye is when we continue to see injustice permeate in our legal system.
Konyan bokolenjin kiamne nemakituch ako yotok ko kakitil logoiwek chebo emet chebo sait tisab nekasomanun Fane Gilbert Korir.